Okay, hello everybody and welcome. It's time for another little non-duality chat. And today we're here with Ilona. Hi Ilona, how are you today?
Hi, Andrea. I'm very well. Thank you. Such a
Nice.
pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you. I've watched a lot of your videos in the last couple of days. You have a lot of good ones, especially when you work with people. I think that's very, like, it goes very deep.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just to start, like, what would you say non-duality is as the first question? How would you?
Okay, that's a nice question. Hmm. There are no words for it, but there is some kind of thought system, a way to perceive, or a way to look, a different place to look from at life, yourself, and everything. So for me, non-duality is it's a concept which points to something that many people are looking for. But it's right here. It's always here. It's like fish looking for water. So you that non-duality only points to that there is only this. There is no fish looking for water. There's just what's here. There are no separate parts. How do you see that?
That's lovely said, but it's hard to put words to it, right? That's the challenge because as soon as you label it, it becomes a concept. It's inevitable.
Mm.
But how did you get in contact with it in this way?
When I was looking for something, I wasn't looking for enlightenment. I was looking for truth. And something clicked here. There was one question, and that question opened everything up. And it was a clear seeing that there is nobody here running the show the way I thought there was. And words non-duality came years later. Um, but
Well, yeah,
because
question.
it changed my life so much in such a deep way, I thought everyone needs to know about this because everyone's searching. They don't know for what and where to find it. And I kind of felt that passion or desire to share this message. Even the words non-duality at that time were not here. I don't know, maybe they were, but I wasn't around these words. Yeah. For me, it was liberation from an idea of a separate self.
So what was the question?
The question was, is the Ilona running the show? Because there was an assumption that there is some entity here, or me, that makes life happen, is in control of what's happening. It creates her own life story and makes things happen that she wants. That was such a silly story. But it was seen that that idea of Ilona or idea of a person is just an idea. And the idea is not running anything. It's just something that is arising.
So did you have a long, like, spiritual search before this point, or what's your background?
Um, um, thank you for your question. Um, well, for me, this seeing happened in 2010. And at that time, there wasn't much to read or much to listen. There was nobody on YouTube. Facebook was just coming up. So my search was just going around grabbing this and that and trying to find the truth. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I read some books. Some books resonated, some not. And I just like trying different things. And at one point, an email came in to my inbox saying that, oh, you should read Jed McKenna's books. And I thought, yeah, right, okay, let's try them out. And I read the first, I don't know, chapter, and something started burning in me, like something got ignited or activated. And then I knew I want to find the truth. So I consumed these 3 books. At that time, there were 3 books in 2 weeks. And it was such a blow to my system. It was realization that everything I thought I knew was true wasn't. And that all it was beliefs about beliefs about beliefs and everything I learned from other people. So that was kind of my um, the last lap around, running around, just looking that everything that I was believing was just that stories learned from other people. But then I knew that I had to let go and cut out all the BS from my system to stop believing and just to see what's left. But to be fair, Jen McKenna's books didn't do that for me. And even if I look at them now, like from a distance from so many years back, I see that there are many things that he said can be challenged. It didn't need to be so brutal and didn't need to be so painful. But well, it was for me. So it did give me a kick to start looking for sure. But that was the only thing available that I felt it was going to lead me to truth. But that question wasn't from his books. It came from somewhere else.
How was that process of cutting away the bullshit? Like, how did that unfold for you?
I was writing a lot. As per suggestion of autolysis, I had pages and pages, like files of stuff I was writing, just getting it out of the system to see what's going on. And I really felt that when I write, my mind is more focused, so I can look at and see what's in front of me, right? Rather than having all these ideas running unchecked. Because, at that time, the mind was like full on speed, 100 miles per hour. So. There's no gap, there's no space. It's just, you can't really sit in a train and look at the view just passing by and think that you notice everything. You don't notice anything. It's just a stream of thoughts. So writing helped to slow down and see what beliefs are running. And for example, one of the biggest things for me personally was looking at hope. And I saw how hope is saying that what is here is not enough. And I thought, why tree doesn't have hope? Why plants or birds don't have hope? It's just a human construct. We need hope. The hope is so precious. We believe that, and I believe that. But in this journey for me was seeing that it just keeps me away from what's here into some fantasy, believing some fantasy that there's something else. So that was painful. And there were many days where I was just looking around and seeing people and myself and thinking, oh my God, this is such a mess. How how to live life? It's horrible. Why are we all so brainwashed and hypnotized? That was my process at the time, just to come out into more openness, to seeing that everything's all right, everything's just moving, happening by itself.
So, how do you feel when you look at people now? Like, even if they're suffering or having issues, or
Well, I don't I don't see them as I don't see people as separate from life. I see that there are all these programs, all these conditions, everything is intertwined, and this is the result. What I'm seeing is the result of years of learning, conditioning, nurture, practice, or non-practice, and it's just the result. It's not like there is somebody there in control or running it. But these patterns continue, and it's okay. I can meet whatever is here. Like, for example, if a friend's husband or brother dies, of course I will feel sad and I will feel with them. It, it's not like I'm removed from life, but I also know that it's part of life and there is no anger there. Or why this, why me? That's gone. But people are here. I'm here. Everyone's here. Everything's here. So just living with this different seeing or knowing.
What called you to start like talking about it and working with people and kind of spreading the message, if you can say that?
That's how it was. Yeah. What called me? I don't know. Just had that desire to share this, and it keeps going. It's like a fire went on, and it's still burning here. Not intensely or crazy, or I don't need to go around and convince people of anything. In the beginning, it was a little bit of that.
How did that unfold, or how did that shift or change? Or...
uh, well, since it was such a long time ago, truly 15, 16 years ago, I, all my memories, like, what story do I create now? You know? But at that point, yeah, I remember it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Facebook groups, arguments with people, and yeah, just calling to look for yourself. And the interesting thing was that in all these groups and whatever was happening there were people responding and listening. But the ones that were quiet, they emailed. They felt that there was something there. And they emailed quietly and we had a private conversations, not in public. And then I could see that with these right questions, with this approach where you have to see for yourself that nobody else can give answers to you, but one has to have the willingness and readiness to question this core belief that there is a separate me or I here. And only through that that can fall away. Of course, they can be spontaneous awakenings. It's not, I don't know. I don't know what happened for them people, but I met a lot of people who were asking these questions and they saw something. And when things, the old belief system starts to break out, yeah, then a whole another story, what's going on there. It's not just seeing this emptiness of the word I, but the whole system has to rearrange. So in the beginning, I didn't know about all this. It was just like, yay, let's see this all together, and then we figure out. So we did little by little by sharing, comparing notes, how to say, yeah. And then this Liberation Unleashed started, where people started voluntarily guiding each other to see this. Yeah, and that's still going.
How does it work with the paradox that there's no me or there's no separate person, but there's still something you can do to see it? Like it's a little bit of a paradox, isn't it?
I don't see that as a paradox. There is no me in my language. If I just put it plainly, everything is happening by itself, right? Everything's happening by itself. There is no there. There's nobody in control. There's no one separate from life making it happen. So everything's still going on. Whatever conversations are going on, crying still going on, realizations going on, but it's happening by itself.
So does it make a difference what we do or not do?
See, that question is saying that there is we who can or cannot do. but the seeing is that it's all happening by itself. Questions arise or not arise. There's nobody there to choose that or make that happen. But let's say we meet and have a conversation. And then from that conversation, there is some opening or some different question or different seeing happening. It's not because I made it or you made it or you did something. It's just that a question arose in that conversation, which allowed a different kind of view to emerge by itself. It's spontaneous.
Beautiful. It's like a dance of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like a dance. I call it sometimes, guiding is like playing chess with yourself. You can play chess with yourself, right? Apparently. But it's like somebody comes with a confusion and they want to know who they really are, or what is this I, what is no self about. And then you just see their confusion. And from here, it's very obvious which thought or which belief is putting pressure on that hasn't resolved. So instead of saying how it is or what it is, a question arises for them to answer. And then when they answer that, there's a new question arises, right? So it's a chess of questions, really. What is the right question that dissolves the first one in the first place? It's not like getting answers, but inviting the right questions that dissolve the need to know or dissolve the tension of not knowing because it all arrives at, I don't know.
Do you feel like things are opening up or evolving in some way for you as well when you work with someone else? Or
Yes, sure. Yes. Because it's like if I think that people are separate, like these separate fingers that look cut off here on the screen, right? Then there's a me, a you, and them, and they, and everyone is doing the same, whatever they are doing by themselves. But if I know that they are all on the same hand, or whatever is happening here is the same life, on the same aliveness, or the same life force energy, or whatever you want to call it, existence. The same existence is just moving all these parts like waves. Then you can have a conversation without, like you would say, without agenda, and just seeing what arises, what falls away, and all is okay.
such an openness. No.
Yeah. So this movement, it affects everything, every conversation. If I step in a conversation with somebody, like guiding conversation, at the end we are both changed because something in there happens.
That's beautiful. I think maybe that's a good place to end it. Just a little conversation, but it's beautiful, everything you shared. And also the feeling of it. Like, it's not in the words, obviously, it's in the just the sense of it. Yeah. Thank you for coming on and talking to me. I really
Oh,
want
thank
to
you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I will put your
It's
details
not
in the box so people can find you and see more.
sweet. Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you. Have a great
Mm,
day. Take care.
you
Much
too.
love. Bye bye.